Hey everybody, Nick Morgasen here from the Empty the Bench Network. Huge breaking news out of the NFL and the New York Jets. The New York Jets have officially fired Robert Saleh as the head coach. Kind of surprised by this news, kind of reacting right off the top as this news has just come in. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. The tenure has not been great. Uh, Officially ends his tenure as New York Jets head coach as 20-36 record. Yeah, this was a little bit shocking that it happened right before they're supposed to be playing on Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills, and just kind of trying to react as Adam Schefter of ESPN was the one to break the news. So Robert Saleh had one more year remaining on his contract after this season, but obviously that will not come to fruition anymore. A lot of issues going on within the New York Jets organization, and I think it finally ended up with hotheads finally prevailing. And it just looked like Robert Saleh was not comfortable this season, and just some of the issues in the locker room and within the media. And I think Robert Saleh making the comments last week after they lost to Denver, basically saying, oh, they'll figure it out. And then after this game, losing to Minnesota, which everyone expected them to lose. But I think there was so many high expectations for the New York Jets. Everyone said, oh, it's a Super Bowl or bust year, which as a Jet fan myself, I was not saying that this was going to be a Super Bowl or bust year. But I think the New York Jets have underwhelmed so far this year. And this is pressure being involved with Aaron Rodgers being the quarterback for this team. And what I find interesting is no one is blaming Aaron Rodgers for the horrible performance he had this past week with 3 interceptions. Instead, we're blaming the offense and we're blaming the head coach and Robert Saleh. Now, has Robert Saleh been the best coach? No. He's been a terrible head coach. But he is being scapegoated partially here, is what I would say, because obviously we got to play down to King Aaron Rodgers because he gets whatever he wants. And you're hearing all these rumors and speculations that Devontae Adams could be traded to the New York Jets. But is that going to happen now with all the dysfunction going on in New York? I mean, everyone was expecting this team to be high up and competing for Super Bowl. How can they be competing for a Super Bowl with a 2-3 record, losing to Denver, losing to Minnesota, which was supposed to happen anyway? By the way, getting beat by Sam Darnold, who, if you're a Jet fan, you know what has been happening with this organization. But there's turmoil now going on with the New York Jets. And now, with everything going on, they now have to find a new head coach. Now, a lot of reactions are coming in. You're probably hearing that in the background. I'm getting a lot of alerts. But they've announced, and according to Peter Schrager from Good Morning Football on the NFL Network, Jeff Ulbrich will be the interim head coach for the Jets as they continue to figure out who their next coach is going to be. And on top of that, Nathaniel Hackett's got to go out the door too. He's been terrible. The only reason Nathaniel Hackett is with this organization is because of Aaron Rodgers. And that's it. There's no other reason. He's not a great offensive coordinator. It's because Aaron Rodgers got what he wanted. Because he's the GM. He's de facto owner. He controls all the decision making. I mean, this organization is a dumpster fire and about to go up in flames. Because this was supposed to be a Super Bowl competing team, which I did not see at the beginning of the year. And now they're going down the dumps. And we might be talking about a team that is going to be in such disappointment mode that I feel bad for the New York Jet fans, including myself. I'm frustrated with the way this organization is handling its matters. I just don't see it. So the defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, is being named officially New York Jets interim head coach. So he will be taking over the play calling. And Robert Saleh is now out on the scrap heap. And I don't know what to tell you, Jet fans, but I'm frustrated as a Jet fan. Jet fans should be frustrated. And I think this whole season is about to go up in flames. And we're going to have another failed year by the New York Jets. And I'm tired of Well, Aaron Rodgers going out to the media and saying, we're gonna go on a run, whether it's this week or next week. You're not going on a run, Aaron. It's over. Just retire. You have no business being in this league anymore. You had 3 interceptions last week. You couldn't beat a flailing Broncos team, which is now won 2 in a row, but you couldn't beat a Broncos team with Bo Nix as its quarterback. All right? It's done. It's over. The Jets season is done. Just get over it. The Jets are going to finish under 500 now with everything blowing up. And I'm tired as a Jet fan, everybody. I'm tired. This season's way beyond over. And we talked about New York football being a dumpster fire this year. The Giants might have a better record than the New York Jets this year, and that was not supposed to happen. Okay? But if you didn't hear the news, Robert Saleh, head coach of the New York Jets, has been fired. And now it's time to start all over again from square one. Enjoy the ride, everybody. It's going to be an interesting, chaotic one.